This is not a traditional versus battle. This is not about strength, speed, or destructive output. This confrontation exists far above fists, spells, and explosions. Raven versus Elaine Belloc is a comparison between two completely different layers of existence. One represents the highest evolution of magical and emotional power within the DC universe. The other represents authority over existence itself. Raven is a being forged through inner conflict. Her power is born from emotion, suffering, discipline, and constant restraint. Elaine Belloc is a being of quiet certainty. Her power does not emerge from struggle or resistance. It exists because reality itself allows it to exist. This is not a fight where both sides enter the battlefield on equal terms. One character operates within the rules of creation, even when she bends them to their limits. The other stands above those rules entirely. To understand who is more powerful, we must first understand what kind of power each of them truly represents. Raven, the limitless depth of emotional and demonic power. Raven is one of the most powerful magical entities in DC Comics. As the daughter of Trigon, a multiversal demon god, her lineage alone places her far beyond most heroes and villains. Her abilities include reality manipulation, soul manipulation, dimensional travel, astral projection, telepathy, telekinesis, empathy, and high-level sorcery. Raven's greatest weapon is not raw energy or brute force. It is her emotional spectrum. Her soul self is not merely a construct. It is an extension of her consciousness, capable of overwhelming opponents on a spiritual and metaphysical level. Raven can attack the mind, the soul, and the emotional core simultaneously. At her highest showings, Raven has resisted Trigon, sealed demonic invasions, manipulated entire dimensions, and temporarily ascended into forms such as White Raven, where her power becomes purified and cosmically amplified. In corrupted states, she has threatened reality itself. However, Raven's power has one defining limitation. It is conditional. Her strength scales with emotional release, focus, and balance. If she loses control, she becomes overwhelmingly destructive but unstable. If she restrains herself too much, she limits her own potential. Raven is terrifying because her ceiling is unknown, but her power still exists within the structure of creation. Elaine Belloc, the successor to absolute authority. Elaine Belloc is not a traditional cosmic entity. She is not a demon, not an angel in the conventional sense, and not a magical powerhouse forged through conflict or combat. Elaine Belloc becomes something far more fundamental. By the end of the Lucifer series, Elaine Belloc inherits the role of the presence itself. This does not simply make her a god in a mythological sense. It makes her the source of existence, law, and possibility. Elaine does not manipulate reality. Reality exists because she allows it to exist. She does not cast spells. Magic functions only because the structure of creation permits it. She does not overpower opponents. Opposition becomes irrelevant. As the new supreme authority, Elaine is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent within DC's cosmology. There is no force above her. There is no higher rule to challenge her decisions. Even Lucifer Morningstar, a being capable of defying destiny and leaving creation entirely, ultimately operates beneath this level of authority. Elaine's power is not explosive or dramatic. It is quiet, effortless, and final. She does not need to act unless she chooses to. And when she does, outcomes are absolute, direct comparison. Can magic challenge absolute existence? This is where the battle truly ends. Not because Raven lacks power, but because power itself reaches a ceiling. From this point forward, the comparison is no longer about escalation, feats, or untapped potential. It becomes a matter of position within reality. Raven can affect souls. Elaine defines what a soul is. Raven can manipulate emotions. Elaine determines whether emotion exists as a concept. Raven can reshape reality. Elaine establishes the framework reality operates within. At her absolute peak, Raven is devastating. Her soul self can invade metaphysical realms, overwhelm spiritual defenses, and dominate entities that exist beyond gods. She can collapse dimensions, rewrite emotional states across worlds, and impose her will upon reality through raw mystical force. Against nearly any being in DC Comics, this level of power would be unquestionable supremacy. But Elaine Belloc is not a being Raven can target in any traditional sense. Even at her strongest, Raven's abilities rely on systems that already exist. Magic must function for spells to matter. Souls must exist for manipulation to have meaning. Time must flow for actions to occur. Identity must be defined for emotion, fear, or will to exist. Raven bends these systems, fractures them, and forces them to endure her presence. But she does not create them. Elaine Belloc stands outside that structure entirely. As the successor to the presence, Elaine does not interact with creation as a participant. She exists as its authority. She does not resist attacks because resistance implies opposition. She does not counter spells because countering implies engagement. She does not block power because blocking implies vulnerability. Attacks simply fail to reach relevance, not because they are weak, but because relevance itself is a rule Elaine governs. There is no emotional loophole for Raven to exploit. No soul-based assault that can bypass absolute authority. No scenario in which force, emotion, corruption, or transcendence bridges this gap. Raven's power can break realities. Elaine's power decides whether realities are allowed to break at all. This does not diminish Raven in any way. It places her exactly where she belongs within the cosmic hierarchy. Raven is one of the most dangerous magical beings in DC history, an entity whose unchecked potential could devastate entire layers of existence. Elaine Belloc exists beyond danger, beyond threat, and beyond the need to respond. Final verdict: who is more powerful? The final result is absolute. Raven is an S-tier magical entity with multiversal level influence, capable of defeating gods, demon lords, cosmic avatars, and existential threats under the right conditions. She represents the pinnacle of emotional, spiritual, and mystical power within creation itself. Elaine Belloc represents what comes after creation. There is no traditional battle here. No prolonged exchange. No escalation curve. No ultimate transformation that changes the outcome. There is only hierarchy. Raven can challenge reality, scar it, dominate it, and reshape it through will, emotion, and sacrifice. Elaine Belloc decides whether reality allows challenges at all. Raven's power demands that the universe endure her presence. Elaine's power decides whether the universe exists to begin with, so the outcome is not debatable. It is not situational. It is not conditional. Elaine Belloc is unequivocally more powerful than Raven, and in a contest between magic and existence itself, existence does not fight. It does not struggle. It simply is. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.